Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, and today we are going to be running the Provisional Government Outskirts, and we are going to be running a very odd kind of setup here with Dark Knight. And the interesting setup here is that we will be having two swords, here at the ready, and they are very similar, but they are very different. So I'll give you guys a few seconds to figure out what you think, which weapon will have a higher damage value, the Onibane or the Nagimokuro. Which one do you think we will be using, and which one do you think will yield a higher damage output overall? So the answer is actually the Nagimokuro. Isn't that interesting? With a strength and a dex of A both, and if you use these weapons as lightning infused, actually the Nagimokuro is higher in defense and higher in attack, and it's lighter, so it is far superior as compared to the Onibane here in this one particular scenario. Now, if you'll look here at the fortified, the Nagimokuro is a 2034, no lightning value, no 20% increase there, and it has very good defense and it's pretty heavy. However, the Onibane overtakes it in a fortified direction. So as you see here, 2034, here you have 2154, so you have about 120 more damage, which is pretty good. It's like a 7% ish increase in damage over the Nagimokuro, but it has worse defense and it's heavier. But here in this one very instant scenario, we do have a better chance at damage as going for the Nagimokuro, which is very interesting. So how can you tell these two weapons apart? So this is one of them, and this is the other one. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. It's kind of like being at the eye doctor. Here's the first one. And here's the second one. So if you'll notice right here on the hilt, this is where you will see the stripes of the Onibane apparent, and on the Nagimokuro like this, you don't have stripes. So here's the Onibane, and you can see that you have stripes here, and you have a little bit of a olive drab-ish kind of color to it. You can look at some of the veins here in the weapon itself, and here in the Onibane, you can see that it's not as olive drabby. Here, it's a little more gunmetal-ish, kind of. All of these are kind of the same, and it doesn't have these stripes on the hilt here. Okay, so if we look at this again, you can see that it's a little more olive drab here, and it has the stripes on the hilt. So that's how you can tell the two apart. So for this run, we will be running the Nagimokuro. Okay, now that we've kind of gotten that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it here. So now we are quick mobility, which is very, very cool, that we can be so fast with this kind of a setup here. And you'll notice that we will have pretty good damage and fairly average to decent I-core recovery overall here. It won't be anything super crazy, but it will be something, pretty decent. Now you'll notice that the Nagimokuro does have a thrust attack, whereas the Onibane has a chopping knockdown attack and a diving roll into it. So it's very, very interesting in that regard. Okay. Oh, come on. The parry was there. Okay. Huge damage there with that charge attack and with Flashing Fang active. So that is very, very, very nice that we can do such huge big damage. Now the problem here is going to be getting around to each of these enemies here. Ouch. Without getting shot to pieces here in the background. So we will have to take our time here to hopefully, you know, take care of these guys one at a time here. Okay, we missed each other. Good. We did not get shot by that guy. That is very, very nice. Okay, that was very, very close to getting killed right there. Okay, and as you can see, we are pretty flimsy when it comes to, you know, some of our damage here. But, oh, all things considered, if we can hit with this charge attack, we can do very, very well. Oh, whoops, we're dead. Thanks, you. We're dead. Wow, okay. Well, that Blood Knight just definitely did not want us to be moving along there. Unfortunately, Io went too far over to the right there, and she attracted a little bit too much attention there. But that's okay. We will take care of them, all things considered. And because we have Blood and Lightning, we have very, very good damage output, because Lightning, we have 20% damage increase on that, and then we have another 20% from Blood, and then we have the weaknesses of these guys to take into account. So we do very, very, very good damage, all things considered. And as you can see there, we do some pretty beefy damage when we want to. So very, very nice. And we are able to throw enemies around kind of as necessary. Okay. And as she stands up, we will go for the big boy damage. Okay. And as you can see, that charge attack is very devastating against these enemies, just because of the fact that we are doing slash damage and we are doing such big damage. Ouch, we're dead in one hit. That sounds about right for this area and for our defenses. Okay. Oh, incoming. Okay, let's go for... Oh, we're dead. Thanks, you. Yo's dead. Alright, this is not going very well here. And that is kind of the problem with this area, is that it is always a trap. Okay. However, running this sword is very, very nice, because it is kind of a an odd kind of a weapon to go for most of the time, because of how it actually operates. It can be very, very powerful in this kind of a setup. However, it's a very interesting sword altogether, because it's mainly a dex sword, which you don't really tend to think of it as a dex sword, because it's a giant two-handed sword, or one-handed, but it's like a great sword, you know. So it's one of those swords that absolutely can rule everything that it runs into, but when it actually generates, you know, damage, it actually does very, very well. However, the problem is that you have to get the setup and the build in order to get it correct. Otherwise, you just run into this very, very odd setup and pairing where nothing really makes sense, because you think that it's a great sword, and so you're going for a whole lot of strength and something like that, and it doesn't really work out for you because it doesn't have its dividends or paybacks. But for an odd reason here, when you're running Dark Knight and you have such high scaling on both strength and dex, it does very, very well. So we are absolutely able to capitalize on it in order to make for some pretty awesome damage, while at the same time having some pretty awesome abilities here. Okay. Great. And as you can see, the damage we can put out is considerable with this thing. Okay, let's go for that big beefy charge attack with Flashing Fang active. That is always appreciated to do such huge damage. And you can see our focus bar was relaxing there ever so slightly, and there it will continue relaxing even more. As we round the corner here, it will stop because it will re-engage with the enemies that we have here. Okay, I won't let them surround me, Io. Don't you worry. Okay. Okay, we'll take these fellas out and then we will move on here. Good. Aww. Io. Okay. The parry was there, but it didn't want to give it to me. But that's... oh. Okay. Io went for the big boy damage there. Big girl damage on the big girl. So that's fine, I guess. But as we continue on here, obviously we're going to run into monkeys. And so it's very important that we kill this thing extra fast and with extreme prejudice. As you guys know how I feel about monkeys, and monkeys must die a horrible death. Okay, good. Now, as you can see, we do have some pretty nasty damage versus those Blood Knights and versus most of the enemies through here. But we don't have anything that's like absolutely crushing, like we run into an enemy and they're dead instantaneously or something. So that is kind of a problem, obviously, because we do need you know, some pretty decent damage. However, we do have you know, whoops, oh wow, that enemy got so lucky to kill us both accidentally there, and especially since we were in the process of doing a dragon lunge. That was absolutely a very lucky encounter there. All right, that's okay. We will just make our way back through here. Now, these enemies, the nice thing about them is that they do stagger pretty easily and pretty simply, and so we are able to take care of them fairly simply, just because of the fact that you know, we're able to, every 2 hits we can stagger these things over and over, which is nice because typically these enemies will wreck you and run you down very hard. As you saw in the last encounter, we got touched once and we were dead. So that is typically how these encounters go with here at the later stages of the game, is either you kill the enemy quickly or you get hit once and you are dead. Now obviously there are the you know, very defensive heavy builds and such, but this is not one of them by any means. Okay, that was unfortunate. Alright, good. Now let's go for some big damage here on this enemy if we can. Oh, never mind. Thought we were gonna get the backstab there. Whoops. Thank you, Io. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Let's see if we can get the launch. Whoops. I don't know what that was. Did it just push Io off the edge? I don't know. That was weird. I thought I was going for the for the attack, and instead I was doing that, and that was unfortunate there because I thought I had the shift button held down, but oh well. Now this build does not have any kind of like serious AoE kind of setup here, so we can't hit anything from a distance. The only thing we really have is Dragon Lunge, which gets us close in the vicinity of an enemy, but it's nothing super amazing that we can count on. And we got a backstab, good. That will set us up pretty decent for the next encounters here. And going through Monkey Town is just as bad, if not worse. Down or right?
The choice is up to us.
Yes, we're going right, that's for sure. Because these Blood Knights are simpler but harder. So this is where, you know, where some of the problem turns out. Okay, this is an odd encounter here for sure. Now these Blood Knights are weak to lightning. They do have a pretty bad weakness to it, so it's nice if you can go for some kind of lightning damage here. Very nice. That was very good damage. But as you can see, these enemies stagger very, very easily. Okay, let's see what's going on here. We got all kinds of these Blood Knights here. Io is just wrecking face. Which that is fine with me, right? Completely fine with me. Okay. Wow, okay. Wow, that was insane there. Okay, good. Thanks, Io. Wow, cutting them down is very tough, and they don't take no for an answer almost ever. They just continue to slash away and beat us down, regardless of what's happening. Very, very bad, but all things considered, not too horrible. Now, the Queen's Knight Reborn here is going to be a bad nightmare, and so because of that, we are just going to go for the missile here, and we will let Io handle that enemy there, as it will come around the corner, and we will just reset that, because we don't need to take part in any kind of violence there with that enemy, so that's fine. Now for the Queen's Knight Reborn here, Io does have leak protection in Panacea's Essence, so we had Inhibit from Mito, we had leak from this guy, and so this is where Io kind of does make a lot of sense and the most appropriate to be bringing along here. So I guess we can go for poison. That's completely fine. It's not going to do too much here. Oh, we got touched, so we're dead. And that's how it goes here in this area. Is if you get hit, you're dead. So this is literally no hit or you know. Oh, we're dead. Thank you, Io. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. Not that it matters. Oh, we're focused, so that's nice. Let's go for a big... Oops. Okay. That's unfortunate that we missed him there. Okay. Now. Oh. Wow, he's going after Io, huh? That is interesting. Oh, we're dead. Don't you just love it that it doesn't matter how much HP you have, you are guaranteed to be dead no matter what here. Oh boy. Oh. Io, nice job. Okay. Oops. Is he going to do leak? Yep. Now, if we get leaked here, that's kind of okay, because Io will remove... Oh, we're dead. Okay. Io will remove with Panacea's essence the leak ability. So that's nice. Oh, we're dead. Oh, Io's dead. Okay. Let's head back. And let's do that again. So you can see that literally we have no defense, and the reason being because we have no defense and no defense on blood. So we are as wimpy as it gets. So this is like kind of like a no-hit fight, that if you don't get hit, you will win, and if you get hit, you will die. And so Io is literally the only thing keeping us alive here, because our blood veil and our regeneration does nothing for us. So that is really sad and really unfortunate, but that's how it goes for this entire setup here. Okay. Oh, we got touched. Io's almost dead. Io's dead. Okay, we'll have to try our best here to not... Oh, we got touched. Thanks, Io. Alright, and let's see if we can time this. Oh, I don't think we got it. Okay, let's heal for no reason. Oh, we got touched. And that's like the third death we've had so far, so not so great. Oh, we're dead. Thanks. Oh man. Yeah, it's amazing when you have no defenses of any kind at all. It literally forces you to play 100% perfect, and that is not anything that I can do, and so that's something that I'll leave to the pros and the experts for sure. However, we do have the right weapon here. We have slash lightning, and blood is okay, acceptable, but not most acceptable or agreeable, but it's average. Oh, we got touched. Oh, we're dead. Okay. And that's how the Queen's Knight Reborn goes when you don't play 100% perfect. It is a round robin here of die, repeat, die, repeat, die, repeat, die, repeat, die, repeat. And it doesn't matter how much defenses we have here at all, because he just absolutely blazes right through it. Now, if we make one little change here, now this is 23 weight, and if we were to go for something like this guy, we would do much better. Or if we go for this guy and we go for the blood resist, then we would just immediately be invincible. So that's the funny thing about Vayne, is that you can play with something like this where you die over and over and over, and then you can make one or two little changes and you can become invincible. And that's almost the case with pretty much everything in the game. Okay. Oh, nice. There we go. Okay. And... oh, we got touched. It's very hard to land Dragon Lunge. Oh, I missed him. I missed him with my big damage. Okay, let's see where he's going next. Oh, he's going for EO there. Alright. Whoops. Alright, let's see here. Oh, nice EO. Oh, almost got him with his, nope. We got hit, so we're dead, of course. Okay. Oh, well. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and heal for no reason. Oh, yep, we're dead. I could tell as soon as we were gonna attack. Wow, he's just going nuts. Look at that attack pattern. Good grief. It's a good thing when you get focused, you get a full bar of stamina, because otherwise you would run out of stamina and always be guaranteed a hit. And I think that's why the focus bar is so important in this game, is because of how it refills your stamina bar to 100%, and you're able to actually continue the fight with the focus bar running. So it's very, very nice. Oops, okay. Whoa, that hit me? I don't think so. Okay, let's see if we can time it here. And go. There we go. Let's go ahead and heal for no reason. Alright. Where is he? Oh, jeez. He just skewered me. Okay, let's go ahead and heal for no reason. Oh. Jeez. I thought he already had teleported, but I guess not. Alright, well, this is not going real well. Oh, man. This is where, you know, it's absolutely brutalizing when you have a setup that does very well for one thing and horribly not at all anything for another setup. So as we get through here, there's really nothing that EO can offer us so far as we go through here to make it more easy on ourselves. Like, she doesn't have a very good communal. Oh, and we don't have any defenses, so we can't help her out. Oh, we're dead. That was a fast one. And as you can see, it just is something of, you know, just a battle of attrition. And because our weapon is so slow, obviously it has a much harsher tone on it, and we can go for something like this guy, and this is where that 3 extra weight does come in handy. And this has a little bit better slash resistance, but still very, very bad blood resist. And I mean, let me just show you here that if we go for this guy, and instead of this, we'll go for blood guard, and we'll go for, where is it, blood barrier tonic. So we're at 41, and you'll see just an insane dramatic shift in our defense here all of a sudden. That all of a sudden it won't matter anymore about getting hit once or twice, or getting touched at any point in time, and we will be not invincible, but we will be very, very near. So let me show you. We're at 106, so we still take pretty decent damage, but nothing compared to what we were doing there. As you can see there, we're able to survive very handedly. Okay, let's go for cleansing light. Let's go ahead and heal again. Okay, let's see if we can time it here. Nice. That was big damage there. Man, I wish we could hit him with most of our attacks there, because that is such a waste when we miss out on those. Okay. Alright, and okay, we couldn't stop him. I can't tell if he's going after me or Io. Oh. Okay, he got both of us in one chop. And that's where the bad news comes in, is at the end, where we are leaked considerably, and we are out of Ichor, and so is Io, and so then all of a sudden the leak status and his draining green aura runs us dry, and we can't actually reactivate Bloodguard. That is very, very, very bad. So it's kind of interesting that this dude does blood damage only, and that's all he does. It's kind of neat. He's kind of like the insatiable despot in that regard. Ooh. That was some big damage that he did to us there. Okay. Okay. Oh, he hit me? I guess so. Oh. Oh boy. Okay, we are leaked. Io, Panacea's essence, please. No? Okay. Let's go for another blood barrier tonic. Ouch. Ouch. We got no stamina. We got no I-core. Oh. Wow. That was insane. The way he came out of nowhere, the way EO just cleansed us from leak, and that he got both of us, her in the dash and me in the spin, and we happened to be perfectly lined up for him to go for the dash and kill. A good grief. And this is where EO kind of does lack a lot, is in the damage department, that you can't actually get her to be powered up in a serious way like with Jack or Louis. There are no big damage builds where she's a part of it in that regard. It's kind of unfortunate, but that's how it is. Okay, good. We got some big damage there. Okay, and let's go for this guy. Oh, unfortunate there. Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's see here. Okay, let's heal. He's going after EO, huh? Okay. He's going after us. Oof. And he is hitting us with everything. Okay, let's go for another blood barrier tonic. Ouch. At least we hit him. That's pretty nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's very nice. Very nice, EO. She got the last hit, and I think that's well deserved on her part, because this next cutscene, in fact, actually has EO in it. So this is where I think that she starts following us, like, for serious here in the later half of the game, or the later third.
Left a vestige behind.
Sure did. And so this is kind of neat that she does have some part to play, and this is where I think that it becomes more obvious and apparent that she's actually been following us the whole time after the cathedral. So pretty much any place that after the cathedral you can bring EO with you, and that kind of is where she belongs, is kind of by your side after the cathedral. So anyways, okay. Thank you guys for watching. Good thing we got through the slogfest here with the non-stripy Oni Bane, and you guys hopefully learned something about the colors and the shape and everything of the differences between these two weapons. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for a pretty good episode for the government center proper, and then we'll be finishing out 67 stars, and then we'll be starting up 68 stars. So we'll see you guys then. Thanks. Take care. Bye.